It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Kanu. Other detainees will receive God's mercy this year. The spiritual director of Adoration Ministry, Enugu, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, has said that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, and other detained agitators in the country would receive God's mercy this year. The cleric stated this in his New Year message delivered in the crossover night service at Adoration Ground, Imene, where he appealed to fellow priests to stop castigating him for blessing the Biafran agitator. Mbaka prayed for Kanu and other agitators under the incarceration in various prisons, saying that he considered the Ipob leader as his own son. And therefore, in his words, he says that I am begging my fellow priests to stop condemning me for praying for Nnamdi Kanu. I am not closing any priest's mouth, and anybody should not close my own. If I use mine to bless Nnamdi Kanu and you do not like it, please use your own to curse him. Leave me to bless him. I see Nnamdi Kanu as my son. Every Igbo man and woman is my child. You may not understand the spiritual authority I have on this land. If as a church we can be praying for Nigeria in distress, nobody should stop us from praying for Nnamdi Kanu and our brothers in distress. This year will be for Kanu and those held for agitations. God will show them mercy this year. And this was the words of the clerics in Saturday message, which was urging Nigerians, and also he actually denied the propaganda that he's saying that he actually supported and is rooting for President Muhammadu Buhari to be voted for yet again. He said he only reviewed a revelation he received that Buhari would win the poll against Goodluck Jonathan, who was the president then. When I was saying that Buhari would be president, there was nobody I told to vote for Buhari. People were quoting me out of context. I said it was revealed to me that Buhari would be president in 2015. Does that mean I said vote for him? It is vision, but I said if he begins to mess up, that I will attack him. It is in the tape, and he messed up, and I started attacking him. He also plots to assassinate him. He also alleged plots to assassinate him after his clash with Catholic Diocese of Enugu in May last year. The day you people protested in Enugu while searching for me, it was the night that they would have killed me already. And these were the words of Father Ejike Mbaka, who had actually been known for his prophecies for the year, and also emphasizing on things that are not right, especially by the present administration, be it the state administration or the federal administration. And therefore he had said that anybody should not stop him from actually praying for Nnamdi Kanu of the Ipob, that they can continue to do whatever they want to do with their own mouths. But the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, and its military wing, Eastern Security Network, as the primary cause of insecurity in the state and southeastern part of Nigeria. However, Governor Hope Uzodinma is convinced, beyond the activities of the Ipob, where the governor, in his own view, that there are bigger sponsors in the picture that are actually responsible for the insecurity sopping in his leadership, and saying that precisely the governor accused the former governor of Imo State, Senator Rochas Okorocha, and the governorship candidate for Action Alliance in the 2019 gubernatorial election, Uche Umosu, who happens to be the son-in-law of Okorocha, as the financier of banditry and also kidnapping in Imo State. And since the revelation by the Imo State government, there have been arguments suggesting the exoneration of the indigenous people of Biafra from the insecurity challenges in Imo State. A lot of analysts are arguing that Ipob had been vindicated by the recent revelation of the state government, but a closer look at the past activities of the indigenous people of Biafra will maintain the involvement of proscribed group in the cases of acute insecurity in Imo State, and it is safe to say that the revelation of the state government is not enough to exonerate the Ipob of insecurity in Imo State. Rather than clear their names, they appear bent on using overt and covert means to blackmail the police high command, which legitimately arrested Uche Umosu. They are also seeking to dent the image of the fine security officers attached to the governor of Imo State. The statement issued on Monday and made available read:
plots by those believed to be fueling insecurity, particularly kidnapping, banditry, arson, and cannibalism in Imo State ahead of January 4, 2022. Imo stakeholders meeting got ahead on Monday with false news of the alleged arrest of the security officers attached to Governor Hope Uzodinma. Governor Uzodinma, it is believed that they will use the stakeholders meeting to expose the identities of those behind insecurity and other forms of criminality in Imo State. This has prompted Imo citizens to become more curious to discover the identities of those undermining their peace and prosperity. Thus, the current media frenzy by both Rochas Okorocha and Uche Nwosu appears to be strengthening the notion of culpability. To discredit the government and undermine the peace which the government has achieved so far, as was evident in the large number of Imo people who came back home from around the world for Christmas and New Year festivities, the duo have resorted to publishing falsehood yet again about security officers in the state government house. Their claim of the current arrest and detention of the certain Shaba, whom they alleged to be the CSO of the Imo State governor, is traced to the governor CSO, is not known by the name of Shaba, both officially and otherwise. In addition, no security officer in the governor's security team was either arrested or is currently unaccounted for. As such, the entire story can be described as a poor scripted fabrication aimed at misleading the unsuspecting public. For the avoidance of doubt, Okorocha and Nwosu have been specifically mentioned by suspects who are in the custody of security agents as being sponsors of kidnapping and banditry in Imo State, using their relationship with former ex-militants to perpetrate the crimes. Rather than clear their names, they appear bent on being overt and covert means to blackmail the police high command, and the public must be informed that the entire report is false and a failed attempt to frustrate the Imo stakeholders meeting taking place on Tuesday. And this is why the mass of Imo people who are undoubtedly peaceful and fun-loving are enjoined to discountenance the serial falsehood that continues to churn out the embattled duo. The focus and direction of the Governor Uzodinma-led government, it must be emphasized, will continue to be about the well-being of people of the state, no matter what is at stake. And these were the comments.
Are not released. The President General of the organization, Professor George Obiozo, told Tribune Online in Owerri on the telephone on Saturday that such statement did not come from him, and as such should be completely disregarded because it is coming from fake and dissident group that has no address. He said that Igbos have not decided on anything like that, and that Ohanaeze Ndigbo will only speak when they hear my voice or Alex Ogbonaya. Izugu Zoro group is a fake group who are claiming to be Ohanaeze Ndigbo. Obiozo maintained that the said group had no local standing to talk about such issues concerning Igbo and was looking for cheap attention.